So, part 2, I want to find the companies. So how do I find these companies? Well, a really good tool is the Air Charter Guide. aircharterguide.com. Air Charter Guide used to be a big book, and nowadays the book is kind of gone. It's a little, it's kind of an outdated way to do it. What they do is they just keep it on their website, and it's the most up-to-date information on their website. So aircharterguide.com. Before I even get into this, it says it in the title, but what kind of flight departments do you think are on aircharter.com, aircharterguide.com? Charter companies. So what you're dealing with are a bunch of charter companies, which in essence are, they rent their jet out to other people. Now someone owns that jet, but they rent their jet out to other people. I'm going to get into the rest of this in about a second. We're going to take a quick break. Where we left off was aircharterguide.com, which is a directory of charter aircraft. And since we're thinking about it, we might as well explain a couple of types of aircraft and explain what a charter aircraft is. There are 2 types of aircraft that we're going to deal with mostly. And one is Part 135, which is charter. The other is Part 91, which is private. Private is mostly the owner flies. So a scenario would be Bill Gates owns Gulfstream 5. When he flies, that's a private trip. That would be a Part 91 trip. Now, Bill Gates, he's got presidential aviation over there in Florida, but this is, I'm just making this up. He has them manage his aircraft, and they rent his aircraft to individuals that want to use the aircraft. So that would be a charter flight. It's almost like if you rented a limo, someone owns the limo, and they might ride in the limo, but they'll rent out the limo to other people to use, and that offsets the owner's cost. So if we're going to talk about the Air Charter Guide, of course, the aircraft in the Air Charter Guide are charter aircraft. So this is a listing of air charter companies or flight departments that have aircraft available for charter or available for rent. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you really quick. So we're in Dallas. We want to find a bunch of flight departments in our area. We go to aircharterguide.com. I'm not being paid to say this, but we're going to go to aircharter.com. We're going to check aircraft type. I'm going to click on, let's say, executive aircraft. That's a good filter. I'm also going to go to heavy jets. You see they have airliner VIP right there. They have heavy jets. I would probably check that out too. I might even check out the turboprop airliner, but that might not be best for flight attendant, jet airliner. You really need to check them all. The heavy jets we're going to go stick with first. In this industry, it's not huge. So when you start to get to know people and you start to network, which is something we're going to get into after this, you can see the little icons there. When you start to network, you're going to find out that people, they really know each other. Pilots that fly on like a Gulfstream, let's say, if they've trained in like a Gulfstream 3, they've trained with other pilots that also train with a Gulfstream 3. So when you meet one, you meet another. So that's what I say about aircraft type, meaning like you could kind of stretch a little bit if you really wanted to make a big reach on your networking abilities. You try to talk to everyone in aviation. I know that sounds like a lot, but I just know through experience that it depends on what avenues you're taking, but I would say try them all. But through experience, the people that really go out and push and network, they get jobs really fast. Also, like I said before, getting out physically and meeting people face to face.